Game Dev Tycoon, the 2013 game development studio simulation management tycoon created by Greenheart Games. Core gameplay of Game Dev Tycoon consists of creating titles for sale in efforts to profit and grow your company from humble beginnings in a garage to a full-scale studio. Game Dev shares some similarities to Mad Games Tycoon while differing in others. For starters, development sliders share some similarities but are far less granular than Mad Games. This allows for a more forgiving game development system, seeing as there are less variables. While there is less console variety, Game Dev has all majors ranging from NES to even modern consoles like the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Employee training is much more prevalent and efficient in Game Dev when compared to Mad Games. Employee skill makes a much bigger impact on the final outcome and ultimately the review scores. Training is far more intuitive in Game Dev when compared to Mad Games. Progression feels much more linear on each employee's path of development. Consequently, each employee's individual skill has a much larger impact on the section of game they are assigned to. Each training requires research points. Research points are acquired throughout development of titles, engines, and contract work. However, research itself falls short. Research points are required to attain new topics, features, and so forth. These research points are tough to come by, seeing as they're used in both the training system and the company development as well. Typically, there will be an insufficient amount of research points to do both training and research to full completion. Later on, large amounts of money can be spent to create research points, but only after a specific part of the game does this become available. During gameplay, the soundtrack loops in the background. Very easy to listen to, and personally I prefer it over the Mad Games soundtrack. Much more effort was placed in the soundtrack of Game Dev when compared to other titles. Mod ability makes an appearance with official Steam Workshop support, adding critical features and filling gaps. However, Game Dev is a relatively short game. Much shorter than Mad Games, Game Dev will typically take a few hours to play start to finish. Later on, console development becomes available. Consoles profit considerable amounts of money, but are only available late in the company's cycle. With both console development and game development, it seems impossible to fail. On some occasions, 1 to 2 mistakes can bankrupt the company. Overall, Game Dev Tycoon offers a different take on the game development tycoon genre that it is created with its release. At the time of review, Game Dev Tycoon is on sale for $10 US. If you liked Mad Games Tycoon or really enjoy tycoon games, give this one a try.